Hi, guys, and welcome to the Ky's Corner podcast. I am your host, Ky Bologna, and I am so excited to be here today. Today has just been like a really wonderful day for me today. For those of you who are watching this on YouTube, I am giving like sports broadcaster. All day today, I made the joke that I kind of look like a used car salesman. I kind of have like a suit. I got a suit and tie on. And I feel real ready. I feel ready to sit down. And honestly, today's been such a good day just because it's kind of been a lot of starting off fresh. I don't know if you guys follow my main channel, but if you do, you have seen my last two videos this week just being me deep clean. And honestly, that's how I feel about my life right now. I am going through and I am deep cleaning my life. Honestly, I've never really done this before. I'm never usually the type to like start my year off and be like, okay, fresh start. Like I do, but like I don't really set New Year's resolution. I don't really set New Year's resolutions, and I'm never usually the type to be like, okay, these are all the things I want to do this year, cuz like I don't really know what I want to do. I know how I want to feel, and like I have a list of things that I like want to do, but I'm never like, these are all the things I want to get done, and this is when I'm going to do them by, because like I'm not really good at that. But honestly, I've just been like decluttering. I've just been decluttering my life, and I've just been like kind of starting over and starting fresh, and like honestly, I'm in such a good place. I have been being a little depresso espresso in terms of like I do this thing where I start to like desocialize myself and I like start to isolate myself a little bit, but that's something I'm working on, and it's something I'm kind of always in the works on. I think it is okay, and I think it is so normal to have like ups and downs. I think we're human, and like we shouldn't have this big expectation that like we should be fine all the time. Like I'm not always okay, but like I think for me, it's really important that I like push through that, because like it will be okay, and like everything will be fine, and like that's like what we're after. And it's like I could just be sad all the time, but like what's that gonna get me? What's that gonna do for me? And it's like I feel like I have all these like old things that I've held on to for so long, and honestly I'm just finally letting go of them. I think for so long I was just like so scared to talk to people, and I was so scared to be that outgoing person, and I was so scared to ask people for their numbers or for their Instagrams, to be like, we should spend time together. But like the reality is like all any of us want is human connection. And like the more that I was like running away from that, the unhappier I was. And it's like literally why it's like people want to be my friend. Like, I'm cool. People want to be my friends. You guys are cool. People want to be your friends. And, like, I don't think we should be scared of, like, this socialization. And it's like, I think there's probably some things you guys can relate to where, like, I'm holding on to these things that just don't work for my life anymore. All of these, like, things that, like, as a child were really helpful for me. And, like, I'm a big wall builder. I'm a big, like, self-isolator. I'm fine. I don't need anyone. I'm in my little box. And it's like, that's not helpful for me. And it's not actually working for me in the long run. And, like, it doesn't make me feel better. And honestly, if anything, it makes me feel more self-isolated. And, like, it's not good to keep people out. And it's like, you know what? I'm done with the wall. The Wall by Pink Floyd is the only kind of wall I want. And honestly, like, I'm done allowing myself to be this person because it just doesn't align with me anymore. And, like, I don't want to be scared, and I don't want to be running, and I don't want to allow these old behaviors to take over my life. I don't want these old behaviors to get in the way of my new life. Because, like, here's the thing. This season for me is really all about letting go. And it's all about being transparent, and it's all about being vulnerable. And, like, I'm not scared to say that, like, I have made mistakes in my past. I've done things I'm not proud of. I've had instances where like I did things I shouldn't do, and like it's not necessarily okay. It is what it is because I am human and I made those mistakes and there's nothing I can do to go back and change them. I think I can sit here and say, I'm sorry. I did this thing and I'm not proud of it. But like, there is no going back. And it's like, the only way is to move forward. And like, I don't want to have all these things, whether it be thoughts or feelings or like this expectation on myself, because all of those things are like holding me back. And I think I'm just in this period of like letting go for me. I'm also in a really fortunate position where like I do have a really great therapist now. And honestly, she's really like self-validating. And like, I like knew I was like really aware and I knew I was like on the right track, but it's like, it actually feels really good to have like a licensed professional be like, wow, you're in like a really good place. And that's like really helpful for me. And like, you know, I'm kind of in this state in my life where like, I think I'm in such a good place right now in this moment that like now I'm on like the deep dive to my past and I'm working through all this like trauma I had as a child. And it's like, it is really hard and it isn't always easy. And like, for me, it's like, it's okay. It is what it is. I will never be able to go back to the past and I will never be able to change those things. And honestly, that's a really healing feeling. I will never be that scared little kid anymore. And honestly, that's so validating for me. Like, I'm an adult. If you make me feel a certain type of way, I can leave. I am not trapped. I can ask people to leave my home. I can leave whoever's home I'm at. I can leave any neutral space I want because I am an adult now. And it's like, that is such a secure feeling. And like, you know, I'm 22 in this current moment and like I'm about to turn 23 in March, which is so exciting. But like, I just like have all these things that I'm still working through. And it's like, I know I'm still like a super young kid and like all I can speak to is like my current experience. But it's like, I am so excited for this year. And I do kind of say that every year because I personally believe that every year just gets better and better. And like, I do think with life, there's so much to look forward to. And it's like, I think it's just so important to just be human and treat people with so much humanity and kindness. And like, I'm just sick of my past holding me back. And it's like, I don't want to be this person anymore. And like, whether it be my house, whether it be my thoughts, my actions, I'm letting go. I'm letting it go. I'm cleaning it up. And my life is getting a nice reset. Because like, we don't deserve this. And we are deep cleaning our lives. We're going through it and we're picking out what we want. Honestly, we are. I like have all these negative. Sometimes I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, wow, I'm not really attractive. But then other times I look at the mirror and I say, wow, what a sexy daddy they are. And like, that's the thought I want to have all the time. So like, I'm going to get rid of that other thought because you know what? I am a sexy little daddy and I always look great. And like, we always like should have all these positive things about ourselves. Cause like the positive affirmations is like the way to success, right? It's like, I've talked about this a lot and it's like, we will never grow from a place of like being unhappy with ourselves. We will truly only grow when we are growing from a place of positivity. And I'm not talking about like toxic positivity in a way where like you don't actually believe it. I'm talking about like this deep seated like, this is my truth. And like, I'm like stepping into that truth and being like, wow, I am really great. And like, wow, I feel really great. And it's like, and it's so hard. It is so hard. And it's like, what does that mean? And it's like, everybody is different. For me, it did take a lot of faking it until I made it. Like, for me, I would just have to, like, I kind of talked about this in my last podcast episode where I kind of talked about positivity. And it's like, for me, I would like wake up every morning and I would listen to positive affirmations, or I'd listen to extremely positive songs, or I'd like listen to mantras, and like that stuff is really helpful. I'm also really into yoga, and like I'll do yoga, and as I do like shavasana, I think that's how you say it, I'll like literally sit there and I'll like put on like positive affirmations as I'm sitting there and like laying down, and I'm just being like pulled in this positivity. And like it's just really important. And like I've also just done things that make me feel good, just externally, right? Or even internally. Like I eat food that really makes me feel good. I love to cook, and like I really like to cook, and like I eat a lot of fruits and I eat a lot of vegetables, and like I eat a lot of like not necessarily organic stuff all the time, but I like things that do make me feel good. I like things that do make me feel good. And like it's just such a healing experience. And like for me, like I just said, I do a lot of yoga. Moving my body is really important. I really like to stretch every night. I really like to stretch because like I think our body is such a limited thing, and also so is our mind. And like I think it's really important to value those things while we still have them, and to really treat them at the forefront. And like we don't have these things forever. I am 22. I am the youngest I will ever be in this moment. I will never be this young again. And like, I just really want to enjoy that. And I really want to treat it right. And I want to treat myself to the best that I can. And like, yeah, I like eat more than I should. And like, yeah, I'm actually obsessed with junk food. But like, I'm working on it. Okay. And like, I'm going to allow myself to have things. I think I need to work a little bit better on moderation. And I think that's something that's really important to me in the future. And it's like, I just feel really good. And I feel like I'm truly in this position where I am just like deep cleaning my life. And I just want you to know that I'm so proud of each and every one of you out there. Because like, not only are you deep cleaning your life in like a physical way, I know you all are cleaning your rooms. I know you all are cleaning your house. I know you all are doing the thing. Like we're doing our dishes. We are taking out the trash. We are getting the laundry done. And I am so proud of you. Because like, I know how hard it is. I know how hard it is. And like, I feel like sometimes I'm in this position where I feel like I'm never doing enough. But I want you guys to know that like, you are enough. And I am so proud of you. I love you all so much. I know this episode was kind of vague, but I do think it was really important for me to talk about in such a vague sense. I think we can all resonate with this in our own way. And like, for me, I necessarily don't have like a distinct point on this, but like, I do think it's just really important to feel like I'm going into this and everything is changing for me. Like, for so long, I was so scared of confrontation. And it's like, I don't want to be that person anymore. It's just a conversation. It doesn't have to be this overload of chaos and fighting. And it's like, I am safe. I am an adult. And I might not always be able to control the narrative. I might not always be able to control anything, to be honest, besides how I react. But like, if that's the only thing if that's the only thing I can control, I am going to try my best to be the best person that I can be. 'Cause that's all I want to be. And I am human, and I am just trying. But again, I'm so proud of you, and I'm so proud of me, 'cause we are doing the best we can. And I'm so excited to see the things that we are going to do and create this year. I love you all so much, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.